couple groups. It's Sofa Saturday, Sofa Sunday, this weekend at Colders. That means it's 60% off living and family room furniture, even special orders. It's one of the best savings events at Colders. You get more for your money at Colders. Sofas, love seats, chairs, recliners, sectionals, tables, 60% off. Saturday and Sunday, only at Colders.
Pass the pudding, please.
When things get ugly, call the We Buy Ugly Houses people. We can give you an all-cash offer and can close quickly. Go to WeBuyUglyHouses.com or call 800-44-BUYER.
Ewald Automotive Group is a name Milwaukee has trusted for over 55 years. And during our 55th anniversary sale, everything for your car is on sale all month long. Buy new tires or a battery and get free installation. Over 700 quality used vehicles priced from $39.95. Or the best selection in new cars with Ewald's exclusive 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty.
Go to EwaldAuto.com.
Today's Time and Temperature, brought to you by UW Credit Union. Buying a home? UW Credit Union has move-in ready mortgages that make home buying a breeze. Get quick local lending decisions so you can move in sooner. UW Credit Union, serving the greater Milwaukee area and beyond. Apply at uwcu.org.
Nobody gets your carpet, tile, or hardwood as clean and healthy as Stanley Steamer.
Now get 3 rooms of carpet cleaned for just $99.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
Try your luck this weekend during the semi-annual Lucky Streak Scratch-Off Sweepstakes at the Ashley Home Stores of Greenfield, Pewaukee, and Richfield. Save 30 to 58% off furniture store-wide, including all new styles, spring fashions, and special buys throughout the store. And save up to 50% off top brand appliances. Plus, get your scratch-off card in-store. Chance at bonus furniture savings and incredible prizes. You can scratch and save up to an extra 15% off our furniture sale prices, or even win a $1,000 shopping spree. The semi-annual Lucky Streak Sweepstakes is through Tuesday at Ashley Home Store.
Meet the latest winner of our $25,000 home makeover sweepstakes, Christian and Cindy Bittner of Brookfield.
For your chance to win, just go to WeatherTightCorp.com and click on the $25,000 home makeover sweepstakes button.
Milwaukee and Wisconsin are ready to roar.
Milwaukee makes history, landing the 2020 Democratic Convention. Now, what happens next? From the price tag to the planning.
What's your biggest concern at this point?
To the playmakers. 12 News sits down with the mastermind behind Milwaukee's bid.
Security will be like nothing we've seen before, what you can expect even if you're not going to the convention.
Plus,
my name is Jason Ray.
He made history as a 17-year-old in the DNC.
Jason.
Now, this hometown insider talks about his role in getting the convention to Brew City.
I assume that it helped Milwaukee's prospects to have somebody in that role who could answer those questions.
I think so.
And the star celebrities you may see here next summer.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us for a WISN 12 special, the DNC in Milwaukee.
A landmark decision just this week. The head of the Democratic Party announced the convention is coming to Milwaukee. Then he, city and state leaders, toasted with Miller Lite.
Milwaukee will be one of the smallest cities to ever host a major party nominating convention. It takes place over 4 days starting July 13th, 2020 at Fiserv Forum. There will be more than 1,500 other related events across the city, and organizers expect some 50,000 visitors.
This is a massive undertaking. We have team reports on the planning as well as security. And we want to start with Patrick. So Patrick, a key player in all of this, a former aide in the Obama White House who's really only moved to Milwaukee 5 years ago.
Right, Alex Lasry is the 31-year-old senior vice president of the Milwaukee Bucks. He's also chair of the committee that lured the DNC to Milwaukee. He tells me planning to get the convention here really started after the 2016 presidential election.
We're sitting in a basketball office here. In basketball terms, where are you as far as the game goes with this?
I think we're midway through the first quarter. I actually think in a lot of ways you could probably just say the game's just getting started. And the bid was really the preseason. I think this convention is outing Milwaukee. This is letting everyone know that Milwaukee isn't a kept secret anymore, that we are a city on the rise, and we are supposed to be in that conversation with Denver, Austin, Miami, Houston. We went up against two iconic American cities and won.
Houston and Miami are those other two cities that Milwaukee went up against. What put Milwaukee over the top?
I think it's the story of Milwaukee. I think it's the fact that Milwaukee is this Renaissance city that I think is a microcosm of what America is going through. We are now a city that's going through dramatic change and is turning into a 21st century economy on a 21st century city. And you're seeing the energy that is palpable from our younger generation trying to bring about change and bring about progress in this city.
What's your biggest concern at this point? Is there one thing that maybe you're concerned that Milwaukee can't deliver on? Is there something that worries you?
There's not one concern. I think I have the full faith and confidence that Milwaukee can handle this. I wouldn't have been a part of this bid and helped push it if I didn't. I think this is a big convention, and with something of this magnitude, there's the potential for little things to go wrong. And so I think for us, it's making sure that we're buttoned up, that we're thinking of all the different angles, making sure that we're talking to people who have done this before so that we know best practices and also things that they didn't think of at the time.
The economic impact, the projected economic impact is, what, about $200 million is what it's looking like?
This is an event that will have ripple effects, not only across Milwaukee, but across the state. There are over 1,500 events that are going to happen over the course of the 4 days. The main event is in the arena. That's what everyone sees. That's what everyone knows. But the convention, it takes over the entire city. And so all across Milwaukee, you're going to have breakfasts, panels, conferences, rallies, galas, you name it. It's going to be everywhere. And so we're going to need vendors. We're going to need, audiovisual specialists, caterers, event spaces.
Do you envision a Republican convention here someday, perhaps?
I could definitely see a Republican convention coming here one day. For us, the money spent here is green. It's not red or blue. And so I think for us, we want to make sure that, any convention that's coming here, fits with the city and, I think really is about the values of the city. But I could definitely see a Republican convention coming here, sometime in the future. This is much bigger than politics. This is about the city and the state and how we can put us on the national stage. For me, that's what makes it personal, because the growth of this city and the health of this city is personal to me. This is my home, and I want everyone around the world to see what I see in it, and that's how special that Milwaukee is.
And there is a lot of work to be done between now and July of 2020, including fundraising. Lasry says the goal is to raise between $60 million and $70 million, money that will come from local and national donors.
And money that's needed to put on a gathering of this size. All right, let's get back to the site, because we're talking about the Bradley Center, still in that area in the process of being torn down. That's prime real estate.
It is, right next to Fiserv Forum. We've seen the demolition of that that's been going on. Lasry says the DNC will decide what to do with that space. They won't build any permanent structures, but they could put up a media tent or a hospitality tent along those lines. Same with the vacant lots along McKinley on the other side of Fiserv Forum.
We'll see what happens. Thank you, Patrick. Well, security at the convention will be a top priority, with fences, concrete barriers, and even trucks like here seen at the DNC in Philadelphia surrounding key parts of the city. And it'll affect everyone from those attending to people who live and work downtown.
12 News' Matt Smith is live at Fiserv Forum. And Matt, you talked with Mayor Barrett today about the planning already underway.
Yeah, Joyce, an incredible undertaking. Not only will this area at the arena be completely blocked off, but think about this for a second. Blocks upon blocks surrounding the arena in any direction. Images unlike the city has ever seen before. Already tonight, the focus is on what will be unprecedented security across the city. Take me behind the scenes. What conversations are happening locally?
I can tell you that the police chief was far more confident. And when I say confident, he has been in conversations with federal security for weeks, if not months.
Milwaukee officials will now spend the next year plus working with Homeland Security and the Secret Service to execute a massive and oftentimes top secret plan to keep delegates and the city safe.
It's extremely important nationally to not have, anything go wrong public safety-wise.
So imagine something like this, a rough look at what a security perimeter will look like around Pfizer Forum and potentially other locations like the Lakefront and Summerfest grounds. In Cleveland and Philadelphia in 2016, 8-foot-high fencing